Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Jennifer Mastery. I'm going to show you how I take care of Tink. Obviously, I'm in autumn again, like I told you, so he is wearing an indoor-outdoor sheet, and he just came in from playing, so I'm going to take that off. Let me show you how I do that. So first thing, I like to start back. He does have some leg straps, so I take them off first, and I'm going to take them off on both sides first before I start. And I work my way from the back to front. And he's pretty much used to that because this is how it goes all the time. And then I do the belly straps, which are the first squat. And then I make my way down. And the reason why I do this is because I just want to check his whole body, make sure he doesn't have any scratches or rubs, and make sure that the blanket is staying in place, because sometimes when we tug on their bodies, it actually hurts. So you want to take the blanket off or the sheet, and you want to replace it and do it right. Now, Tink does tend to move around a little bit. I have to give him cues every now and then to, stand straight. So what I like to start with is a curry comb. I have a small curry comb. It fits in the palm of my hand. They do make larger ones. I like these because they can they're more malleable, and they can move with your hand. And I find them to be more comfortable on the horse. So every day I like to start out with a curry comb, no matter what, because I like to get rid of the debris on his body and any extra dirt he may have, and just loosen up. So I go in a round motion with his whole body. Now you want to be careful when you do certain areas because it does hurt, and we want to be gentle when we do it. Sometimes he's not a fan of the brushing, but that's okay. I just give him cues, and we just continue on. So, like I said, I do the back, avoiding some of the leg areas that are more bony, and some areas that can be a little tender. In the round motion, and I'm going to ask him gently to move over. And he knows his cue to move over. This is something that we worked on, and if a horse can feel a fly on its back biting him, then they can definitely feel a human hand telling them to move over. Stop. You have a little mud there. So I'm going to tell him to stop, to stand up, because we have to get the mud off. So next, I have this mitt, and this is nice. It's like a curry comb mitt. I use this for the face, I use this for the legs, I use it for a little bit softer areas. So I like to do his face, because I love his face. Stop, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. We're just doing your face a little bit. And over here, and his ears a little bit, because it gets little scratches. And I'll go through his whole body again. A little bit. Back up. Stand up. Stand. Do his legs. Stop. You're being silly. Stop. Be a little fresh. I'm going to ask him to back up. Back up. Back up. Good boy. I don't want him to overpower me. He has to listen to what I'm telling him. Stop. Stop. And if they do things like that, you're going to give them a little whack, okay? So he needs to listen. At the end of the day, I'm in charge, not him. So sometimes it does happen. Over. And I'm going to ask him to back up at the same time. Back, back, back. Good boy. And I'm going to clean this other leg off. Now I find that certain horses don't like certain brushes, they don't like certain types of feelings, so you definitely want to understand your horse and know what they like and what they don't like. Some like to be brushed, some don't. So let's go to the brushes. So all my brushes are the Haas brushes. This is actually the harder one. This is the hardest one they have for dirt. I only use this when he has a thick coat, and then in the summer I use a softer one, but I just use this to go over his coat a little bit. Obviously not in the areas that would hurt, like the legs, in between the leg where it meets like a little bit of fatty area. I wouldn't do that. So I just use it on his body parts, and only in the winter, not generally in the summer. And it's gonna get off all the mud. Tink, stand please. Good boy. And I want to let him know when he's being a good boy. Good boy. You tell him he's being a good boy. I use it a little bit on the front legs because they're a little bit more hairy. I'll use it on his neck and on his back, just to get off all that mud. Okay? And his back end. Next, I want to go through with the fine brush. I have many brushes here, but I'm starting with the, like, this is the Haas Diamond Gloss. I love this brush because it has a different kind of feel to it than different brushes. Like, the bristles are a little bit finer and they feel a lot nicer. And I feel like it also brings out the coat in your horse. So you might want to invest in that, these type of brushes. Like I said, this is soft, fine brush. So I'm just gonna go over him in places that I didn't do. Of course, places I did do, and then go over the legs a little bit more with this brush. Just wanna, you know, your goal is to just get off the dirt and the mud. You don't wanna overbrush them because a lot of horses do not like being brushed. So we don't want to overbrush our horses. And this is a good face brush. It's super, super soft. That. It's okay. Very good face brush. Next is I do the mane with this Showman brush. It looks like a hairbrush. It's a little tough, but I absolutely love this brush. So I'm going to do his hair and his mane, and that's what I usually do next. I'm going to get it nice. And I like to do his tail as well. I mean, some people don't like to, but I like to get out all the little leaves and things like that. And also I like to brush the dock of the tail. And the dock of the tail being the top. And the other reason why is because I'm trying to promote growth in the tail. And then I like to look at his back ends as well. Make sure it's clean, which his is not. So I'm gonna have to get a very soft brush, that diamond brush again, and just brush the cheeks of his bum over there. A little dirty. Softly, we want to do it softly. Stop. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Stop. Sometimes we can get there, sometimes we can't. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess you're not having your bum brushed today. You're going to have to clean it with, I guess, a sponge. So the last thing I like to do is a hoof pick. A hoof pick, you can get in all ranges of sizes, colors. I like to pick the feet. I usually start with the front and then work my way around. So I like to brush off their feet first in the front, and then lift up. And he has pads. So I don't really have to go that crazy because he has pads, and what that is it's like a plastic over his foot, so it covers the whole foot and it protects him from rocks when he's riding or things like that. But it gives him a little bit more comfort. So I'd have to go as crazy in the front as I would in the back because the back he has no shoes. So I'm going to ask him to pick up his foot, and then I'm going to pick. everything that's coming out is kind of hard, and the reason being is because it's sat overnight 24 hours. I do pick him daily. His feet up. Okay, so, all right, he's getting afraid of a leaf, so I just had to pick it up. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him to move over again. Over, 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 over. Come on, come on. Good boy. Up. Come on, up. Good boy. Good boy. So his feet are picked. You can put some hoof oil on if you choose. I'm gonna put a little hoof oil on, and the one I have is Sport Horse Essentials. I actually like this hoof oil because it's natural, and you can also use it as a thrush buster. So I'm gonna put that a little bit on his feet. You can put it on the insides as well of the foot. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to put it on the outsides. Stand up. Stand up. Stop. Calm down. It's okay. Horses, like people, get testy on the grass dies. He sometimes gets an attitude, I guess, because he thinks it's feeding time. But that's okay. Nobody is perfect, right? So we're going to put on our sheet again because it's going to be about 32 degrees tonight. So we're just going to put on our sheet. I don't overdo it with him because he does have a natural coat. So we just put on what he needs. Always doing the front first. When I put it on, then I'm going to pull it back, make sure he's comfortable, make sure it's fitting on him correctly, and then I'm going to do the scrunchies next, like I'm doing everything backwards. And at that point in time, I want to check the scrunchies and make sure it's a hand length down, because sometimes if they roll, it changes. Now, I also want to do the back legs, the back legs, and I like to crisscross them for safety reasons so they don't undo each other. And he's got his sheet back on, and he's done, and he's ready to go in for the night. Well, thank you. I hope I helped you in the way that I take care of Tink. Tacking up is going to be another video. But I just want to show everybody how I take care of Tink. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please subscribe.